Howdy everyone, this is Mopbot, this is the Diamond Society, and welcome back to episode number 17. We're here at my base, and you can see that those chests back there are actually Christmas presents, because it's Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to y'all, although this isn't actually the Christmas episode, that was last episode. Let's go ahead and check that out, because we did a few things. But yeah, anyway, it's actually really early Christmas morning right now. It's about 1:45 in the morning, so yeah, apologize if my voice seems just a little bit tired, a little bit maybe darker than usual. But yeah, anyway, we've got some stuff to do with this in this episode, and I want to finish this. This is the villager storage that we've been working on over the last 2 or 3 episodes, and yep, today I want to finish it. I've made this room just a little bit bigger, and so that we got plenty of room to decorate, so it's just not just this big stone, ugly gray blob. And this links up to the villager farm back there. We worked on that probably 5 or 6 episodes ago. That was a little while ago. And then that actually has a rail that comes right up through here, and you might have seen that just a few seconds ago. That comes right across here, and then that's going to come across the andesite here. So that's going to go down and then go off to some other area to kick off villagers that we don't want, but this will be the actual storage of it, and I'll link a tutorial down below that I did about a week ago, and this is the one that I'm building. Luckily, there's 2 versions of the redstone, and this is the easier one because of the way the tracks are facing, so really lucked out there because it's going to make it very, very easy to actually do this, which would be really nice, and it'll also be really cheap, which is another huge positive, so probably won't take too long. But you might also have seen that this hole is just a bit bigger, and I've got plans for that. Maybe I'll get to that in this episode, or maybe not. I'm not sure. Maybe I will. Hopefully I will, because I'd like to start getting some other items in here too. Down here is where all the other items are going to be. So you see how we're using the rails to transport the villagers in here? That's going to be the same for any other items. So like we've got like the wood there, that'll have a rail that brings it in, and there's an iron farm back there. That'll have its own rail that'll bring its items in, and then they'll all empty out, and then go through like an item elevator or something, and then get emptied off in there. So yeah, hopefully back here we actually have enough room. Let's hop back here. There we go. So you can see that this tunnel goes back here, and goes off in that direction, and then swings back around to go over to the villager farm. But hopefully we have enough room to actually do a staircase right here, because this is going to be the main entrance to the storage area, and then the portal is going to be somewhere up there. And then yeah, I hope these two don't kind of intersect, because that would be really unfortunate. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do the redstone for this, and I'll explain what's going on when I come back. Okay, so like I said, the redstone really is simple. It's only 3 torches here, and then a few levers in the back here. So if we hop up here, you can see that the levers are actually just to power these powered rails here. They don't actually serve much of a purpose other than that. But then these rails here are all turned, and that's pretty important, because then when the villager comes in here on the cart, first time it'll go in here, and then it lands on this pressure plate. All these torches back there are going to invert, and then you can see that flips, and then it just went back now. So when that's over there, then it's going to go to the next one, and then that'll flip and it'll go to the next one. It's just going to keep doing that all the way down the line. And that'll be really, really nice, so that each one can just fill up in succession. So let's say one comes in here, and there's an empty pod right here, or right here. I guess it's not going to be right there. It's going to flow in right on top of that, and then it'll fill in the next one after that, and the next one after that, and it's going to go right in order. So we've definitely got enough to fill up the system right now, although actually how to get them out of there, not exactly sure. And we still need to decorate this room. When I was digging out, I didn't quite plan for the levers back here, so we actually need to go back 1 more block, and then we need to bring that over as well. And that actually scared me for a second there. I thought water was about to flood in. But yeah, as for the redstone, this side's pretty much done. We do still need to do the disposal system down here at the bottom, and that's just going to turn off into a back room. And then that back room is where we're actually going to kill the villager, and then send the cart back to pick up another villager. And that way we can just keep reusing carts. We don't have to keep refilling the system, because that would be quite a pain for how often this thing's actually going to be running. And then down here we'll probably just make like the access to the killing chamber or something. It's probably not something horribly useful, or eventually we might actually add some more villager storage if we need more. Although really this should be plenty, because we really only need one of each profession, so that we can just get each trade possible. And then if we get a better trade from one, we can just keep that one and dump the one here. So it should be pretty good, and we can just kind of keep cycling villagers. Should be pretty efficient as well. So I need to actually dig that room out, and I don't think the decoration back here is going to be too special. Probably just going to keep the oak going back, and then fill the rest with diorite, and then maybe something for the ground as well. I think around here is going to be mostly just glass. Alright, this is going to be a really, really poor decision indeed. Here we go. These villagers are going to go flying. I hope they actually fall through. They should. They shouldn't swim. Oh boy. Oh! Oh my gosh. Okay, well some of them are swimming because they're just kind of piling on top of each other. That's a lot of villagers! Alright, well, okay, time to start killing these. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be hated by these guys so badly. This is insane. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Alright, you go in there. Yes, in the cart. Goodbye. Okay, hopefully this guy actually lives, and hopefully he makes it into the proper cell. It's just ender pearl so we can make sure we beat him over there. She goes pretty fast. Now I tested this with my body, and I think villagers work the same. I don't think there's any kind of difference in speed. So hopefully I've got all the power track in the right area. But let's just come over here and make sure it happens. So I'll get to the design in a second. I just want to make sure that it actually works first. So let's come up to this first cell here. And where's my villager? This is not right at all. Where in the world? Oh, it hit the sheep. Oh, here it comes again. Oh, get out of the way. Did it? Oh, did it? Okay. Did it hit something else and bounce back? Or it must have made it all the way back and then come here. Are there two carts maybe? Alright, well it definitely works. The machine definitely works. Yep, okay, it went all the way back there, activated it again, and then sent another one back here. Okay, well, alright. we're not going to worry about that right now. We're glad that it works. And where do I... my own machine is confusing me. Okay, so we'll come up here, and we'll right-click on him, and we can trade. Awesome, and he's safe too, because he can't get attacked over the fence by a zombie. That's really, really good. And I don't even... He's kind of twitching a little bit, but you know, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. So anyway, with the design, I went ahead and added these oak fences around here because I wasn't sure when this thing landed, if it could like shift off to the left or right or not. Didn't want that happening, so I just chucked these two here. And then they kind of match the pressure plate too, so that's alright. And then they match all the stuff around it, so not too bad at all. And then we just put the kind of a lighter wood. I went with birch. First time I'm actually using birch around here, and I didn't know how well it would work, but I think it works fine. It's pretty bland, and it goes well with the diorite, so I think it's pretty good. I just wanted a very bland floor so that it didn't pop out too much back there. I was also thinking about coal blocks, but that might have been way too dark. We don't have a lot of dark around here, so that just, no, that wouldn't have matched at all. So, yep, that's actually okay. You know, I'm okay with that. And then we got the glass here, and yep, put panes in the middle, and then blocks on the outside, and then line the back with diorite and the sides as well. Left a hole down here at the end, and that's where the killing chamber is going to go off to. And then I got a few chests down here that are right now Christmas presents. And then we put a jack-o'-lantern underneath just for some extra lighting, and just kind of some hidden lighting. I really like that. The hidden lighting's pretty good. And now we'll have a nice bright area. This is a really, really bright area. Compared to that side, this area looks almost white, whereas that's kind of a yellowish look. It's got a very, very different feel to it. But yeah, so anyway, now I can't wait to get more villagers in here. That was actually a really, really easy process. And we're not going to decorate the rail or anything on the way. I definitely actually am going to wait until I do this back wall, just so I know how far back I have to go. So, let's see. What does this guy actually trade? So this guy was raw pork chop, right? What else does he have? He's got some raw chicken. I'm going to keep him for now, and if I find a better one, I'll get rid of this guy. Fortunately, I can't give him cooked mutton, but yep, so we should be getting some more soon, and I think that water over there should work, but I'll have to actually test that and make sure it did. All the others fell through, so I'm going to assume that it works, but I might have to actually check and make sure. Otherwise, I think we could put a slime block at the bottom so that it doesn't take damage. That could work as well. Or maybe not, because there's no room for a slime block. Nope, didn't think that through. And I think we also have some more extermination to do. We need to get rid of a lot of the guys up here, and let's hope I don't actually kill all the farmers, because that'd be really, really sad. Oh, this could go so horribly. Oh boy, is that a mess. But at least we got rid of all the overpopulation, and we're back to the regular 2 villagers again. So, didn't kill a farmer, which is really good. It was actually pretty easy to save that guy. There were a lot of farmers in there, which is pretty good. So now we can actually start getting some through the machine. Safe. And that sheep, you know, I feel like that sheep's just going to mess it up. So, sorry. And you know what? It's a really good thing that I actually thought of these, because right now a zombie could wander in and catch him from the back, I think. Could they? Oh, maybe not. Maybe. Maybe they could walk on the corner of that. I'm not going to risk it, though, and I'm going to have it there just in case. I think I can, yeah, I can jump over it pretty easily, so that's no problem at all. That's good, because that would have ended really, really quite sadly for me. So anyway, while I'm waiting for more villagers to come in, I'm not going to worry about this too much right now. I'm going to wait until we get a little bit more full on here, and then we actually have to worry about any overflow villagers. So instead, I'm going to work on the floor, because, well, we can't be having the grass. We've had this thing for a little while now, and we've still got grass and torches everywhere, and yeah, it's not looking very good. So what I think, because the birch wood worked in there, I think it could work out here as well. and then we'll just carry that out. And then maybe just trim it with, like, I don't know, stone half slabs maybe? We don't have a lot of gray in the middle other than, all the stone down there, but that'll change. So I think that could work pretty well. It's a pretty clean texture, and I think those two go together pretty nicely. I'm just not quite sure how I want to link up this path because there is no real door here. So it's just kind of got to blend these two together. I might just bring it up to the stone stair. But anyway, we'll see how that looks. So the floor is not looking too bad. Birchwood actually worked fairly well, although it is starting to get really, really bright in here, and it's almost starting to get kind of an industrial feel to it. Like this is more like the natural ranch, and then we go in here, and it suddenly gets really industrial. We got lots of grays, and then lots of brights now that we added in this. Although, I think it's okay. I don't think it's actually too bad. But the one thing I'm a little bit concerned about is if the iron works here for the glowstone lamps. And I don't know. I don't usually build with iron. I occasionally use it as kind of an accent piece to draw attention away from some darker material. But yeah, I think it works here just because of how much white is around it. And just because there's not so much of it and it's not just kind of like overwhelmingly, populated in the iron department. I've seen builds that are just like full iron, and that bugs me when I see that. So I'm trying to avoid doing that. But it might work here. I think we need to finish this area first to decide maybe what would look best here. But if you have any suggestions for what I could do for lighting otherwise, let me know, of course, because it's probably better than this. So yeah, anyway, then what I want to do is instead of having like a staircase here, and then you come up to the top and then you go right back down, it feels like a kind of weird to just have like, that kind of ramp like that. So I think instead what I'm going to do is actually make it where you come all the way over here, and this will probably actually have to go. But maybe if we just come with a few like this, and then we go all the way across, and then we have the staircase that comes down in the middle, and then we just have this little like plateau here, and then we would come down again, and then down here would be where we actually the the unloading carts, and then the ones that send again. So to probably go all the way across here. I don't think we need to stop anywhere. I hate slabs; these are annoying to place. So yeah, that's probably what we'll do. And then, like I said, this will be where the unloading dock is. And then we'll have like one on this side, or we'll have a couple on this side. We'll have like one set on this side, and then we'll have one set on this side. Then maybe an item elevator in the middle. That could look pretty cool. I think if we put it far enough back, it'd probably have to be more like back here, honestly, or maybe even just a little bit more, because I think if we put it too close to the entrance, then it's going to be blocking too much of the view of the room. So this is going to be a pain to put in, but I guess, well, it'll probably look okay. And I think it looks alright, but, well, the staircase looks kind of puny, honestly. For the size of the hole, this thing just seems very, very small. But I think it's one of those things that we just need to wait and see just how the area progresses in order to determine if it actually fits or not. Of course, we can always change it, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the texture of it, though. I combine the stone brick with the cobblestone stairs because although this is kind of like an industrial-looking build, unintentionally, I kind of want to break that up just a little bit and add just a little bit more variance in here, and not just so much monotonous kind of. Well, I kind of want to break up the industrial look to it. So, yeah, I really do think this area is coming along nicely, though. We got a huge amount done. Just a little bit of time. This area is starting to look a whole lot nicer. Of course, we still got a gaping hole in here and a big gray wall in the back. But, yeah, it's coming along a lot nicer. And then I also moved those two at the end up there because, yeah, they were in the way. And now they're kind of on the wall. And those furnaces have been getting moved around a lot this episode. They started over here, and then they got over there. And then I've been rearranging them. Seems like wherever I put them, that's where I need to build something. So, yeah, that was kind of annoying that I keep having to move that. But then anyway, over here, I added in these oak fence gates here. And, I kind of like them better than the regular fences. I wanted to go with oak to separate from this and kind of bring back in the oak that you see on the sides there. And kind of the darker color of the chest right there. And then, yeah, I just like these better than the regular fences. I don't know, just kind of different, So, obviously works like a regular fence, too. You can't just, like, walk right off. Although, thanks to Jump Boost, you can just kind of hop right off. Alright, a minor change over here. Because, well, a zombie got in and killed our guy on the left. Although, we got another butcher in here, so I guess it's not too bad. Unfortunately, his trades... Okay, I can't... Actually, I need to move that bed. How am I going to get in there? There we go. So his trades aren't quite as good as the other ones. A little bit more expensive, but yeah, whatever. We also got a cleric here. That's really nice. It's nice to see that this is actually working. And we got a librarian, which I'm really, really happy to see. For the following three there, so we'll always have that on our boots. And then we got a Fletcher as well. So that's really good. And I think every librarian has a name tag trade eventually. So that'll be really nice to keep trading with him. And if you see behind me, we've also changed up this area down here. Just decorated up a little bit more to get rid of some of the gray in here And basically where you see these wood bits on the side here, this is where all the minecart tracks are going to be going that bring in all the items from everything out there. So that'll go all the way up to here, and then behind this, there's going to be like some redstone and stuff, and I might actually make that exposed. I think that could be pretty cool to see all that stuff going on around there. And then we just got the center path here, and kind of an odd pattern, I think, but I really do like it. It's polished diorite and regular diorite, and it's kind of a checkerboard pattern. I just think it works. I don't know. Something about it. I just really like that dark edge, I think, against the other diorite. I think that really makes it fit. And then we beefed up the staircase a little bit too. Made it a little bit wider, and then added these cobblestone walls on the side. Now the goal for this was kind of to make it look like a cave, because this is where all the carts are actually going to be coming from. And then I kind of wanted to make it look a little bit more arched, so it looked like kind of like a tunnel, and then like it actually goes off into something that you just can't see. So I filled it up with coal blocks to make it look really dark. And that'll change a little bit as we get more things actually coming through it, and we'll open up holes and stuff. But for now, it's just going to be like that. And we could potentially have 7, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we got to have 7 carts, I think, coming through, depending on how we do the redstone down here at the end. Otherwise, we would be able to have 4 if we do every other one, and then maybe just fill in the rest just for decoration. So that'll be hopefully pretty soon, because I think that could look really cool, and that's really going to be kind of the main piece of this bit. Because really, this room, I mean, it's nice and it's really big, but it's just kind of lacking detail, which is kind of unfortunate, because this is kind of like the main part of my base right now. But yeah, I need to add more in here. So we're going to add as much as we possibly can in here. Think of a lot. Probably a better floor design as well. At least just a little bit more detailed, because that would probably look a lot better than what we have now. And other than that, there's really not much else I've done. You can see we've also got this beacon beam in here, and this is from last episode. We got Corp's Secret Santa present, and that was definitely Corp, by the way. And yeah, we got Haste 2 over here now, which is really good for the tree farm right here. We can chop down trees really, really fast. And then if we just pop down here, unfortunately, we're not actually going to be finishing this in this episode. But you can see that, yeah, this is all still open, because I still have to do some redstone down there, getting the carts to work and such. And I've known this to be really, really annoying, getting the villagers over there. I've had to fix a few of them. And we keep getting animals walking on here. So we need to do something about that to get that all sorted out. Maybe just move it up 2 more blocks higher. Then nothing can walk over it. That'll be really helpful. But yeah, that'll all be decorated eventually too. And again, hopefully pretty soon here. And then we also went ahead and finished the farm. Obviously, the farm was finished because of how many more villagers we actually had in there. But yeah, it's time to start trading now. So hopefully those villagers can actually start to beef up. That'll be a lot of what I'm doing in between episodes. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Go ahead and subscribe for more. And if you have any suggestions for the base, go ahead and let me know down below, because I really would like to hear. And we also need to know how to get Corp back for that prank. But anyway, like I said, subscribe for more. This has been Mopbot, and I'm out.